things like the backpack to create some extra detail, like scratch lines and gray. The right amount of paint on the brush is key here, and sometimes the paint will not stick to the very corners of the edges, and they end up looking bright in the middle of some dark paint when we want them to be the darkest. So I fixed that by going back in and carefully painting on some extra layers with a regular brush. Now it's debatable doing this step after darkening the edges. Probably would have been smarter to do that before, but I wanted to add a few lighter spots and sponged on a few brighter beige specks, focusing on higher up areas and also to playing up the red element. To create a similar purple red that droidicas have in prequel movies, I used the speed paint again. The Goddess Glow was the perfect color for this. I'm using a brush here to apply the paint, thinning it about 50-50 with speed paint medium. I always start a little more conservative when I use washes, because I can always apply a second layer. But I can't get rid of something that ends up being too opaque with one thick layer. So the first wash was a little too thin, but what it showed me is that a lot of it would collect in these lower regions here. That's okay, and add the brush to keep my pigment pushing skills sharp. And I simply don't trust my masking skills at 2 AM in the morning. Then I covered the rest of the body in Occultist Cloak, which says blackish blue-gray on the bottle, but I'd say it's a slightly purple-red, and that would harmonize well with the shading in the red parts. I do find the written indicators of what you can expect the color to look like on the speed paint bottles amazing. It takes a lot of the guesswork out of it, since what you can see through the bottle might be deceiving, and the approximation on the cube that's printed on the label isn't always easy to get right.